Tiger, that's awesome, man. Yeah. Brew, get in the lounge. Brew, get in the lounge. Rookies, start putting some chairs up. What is up, everybody? Today is a Taco Tuesday. Grab yourself some tacos. Crew. Beginning of the week. The absolute beginning of the week. We have some cool things planned. We have some really neat things to talk about. Yesterday's video, real quick, it kind of got me thinking, you know, because I want to do some more medical review stuff. But it got me thinking because, I mean, it got demonetized immediately. And it's talking about harmful acts and all that stuff, even though it was purely medical. So that makes me think the after-action reviews of a motorcycle crash medically could be done better. So I'm actually going through the thought process right now. We're possibly going to get a dummy or maybe even utilize a real person to show what it is you need to do in case of an accident. You know, how to do a log roll, how to do a sling and swath for something like that, for a broken collarbone, shoulder, and all that. Maybe knowing how to do rescue breathing on that dummy instead of doing it all with an after-action review. So guys, go ahead and grab. We have some tacos. It's Taco Tuesday. We got some burritos. I mean, they're kind of like tacos that are rolled into a tortilla, you know, just, you know, fully. But if you'd like to join, boom, the best damn online motorcycle community in the world, click that join button. Let's go ahead and get in class. But I got some cool things I want to talk about real quick. What is up, everybody? So we don't have anything here. Let me go ahead and hit some of these show your comments, guys. We don't have anything inside the main classroom. Guys, if you'd like to get some food, all the donuts and stuff, for some reason they're all gone. But if you would like to get some food, get in the crew lounge. So guys, like I was telling, so now that we're all in the classroom, make sure you hit that sign in sheet by clicking that like button. But for those of you that are not crew members and you didn't hear what I had to say in the crew lounge, what it is that I got some cool things coming up. I got some really cool ideas coming up, especially when it comes to medical stuff. I would really like to focus on some more medical, but I need to find a better way to do it. So, I mean, there's just so many different things that are evolving on this channel, and I can't wait to share with you. But guys, real quick, I want to show you guys something really cool. So we have the firehouse, you know, we got all these different things. We got the gym, we got the crew lounge, we got the classroom. I want to show you the garage that Matt and I are putting together. This garage is awesome, and this is where you guys can take your stuff and have a good time, work on your bike, do some motorcycle maintenance. Let's get in there. Everybody, not just crew, everybody. Come on, let's go. Alrighty. Woo! We got the garage here. Wait. What's this? Whose bike is this? Or like, I haven't even opened it up. Whose bike is this? I mean, I see mine. Is this yours? Wait, whose bike is this? Right there. Guys, that's what I'm talking about. Right there. Whose bike is that? I haven't even opened the doors yet. Matt? Anyways, guys, we got it. It looks small. It looks like a small area. It really does. But this is the perfect spot to really work on your motorcycle. Remember, the whole point of the smart rider, I keep saying the whole point. There's so many points to the smart rider system, and one of them is maintaining your fundamental skills and then acquiring personal protective equipment. Well, part of that maintaining of fundamental skills and acquiring personal protective equipment, I didn't say it was just for you. I didn't say it was just for you. Guys, I want you to maintain your motorcycles, and I also want to get protective equipment for the motorcycle itself. Okay, and that also involves insurance and a few other things. But who's this? Who's this? Come on. I gotta no, Matt, you gotta tell me, man. You gotta tell me who's doing what. Whew. First aid stuff would be beneficial. Bradley. Man, you got heal right in the name, man. You got heal right in the name. Andrew Poirier, kind of like Dora the Explorer. Kinda. I'll ask a question. I'll have you guys answer it, and I'll stay nice and quiet. Ooh wee. Eat some more tacos. So this is a good opportunity to ask some questions, kind of hang out, relax a little bit before we get the full on. Do we have 100? Do we have 100 people signed in? Do we have 100 people signed in? Because I already know that Bobo right there with the $10. Thank you so much, man. You are an inspiration for me to keep learning new skills. That's the whole thing, guys. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. We got to have that beginner's mind. Let's see if we can get 100 likes. We'll go ahead and get started pretty soon. This is a beautiful opportunity to, yeah, go ahead and take a seat. Go ahead and take a seat. We're going to start class soon. We're going to start it. Okay, we're going to go over some after action reviews, and we're going to go ahead and discuss some things. And if we, honestly, let me know if you want to watch some some doctors, maybe some EMS personnel doing some type of C-spine precautions. They're doing some blood management, stopping the bleed, all those things. Let me know if that's something you would like to do, because we can always mix it up, baby. We can always do whatever it is we need to do. I mean, we're here in class. We're here learning about some good things, and we're also learning about some bad things. But the thing is, the whole point is we're doing it live. We're doing a free show for everybody. If you'd like to support the channel, click that join button. But we're doing a free show for everybody because we want everybody to have this information, whether you're commenting or not, whether you're part of the crew or not. The whole goal is to develop a community that is going to help each other in the right way. Real quick, I did notice something in a local Facebook group, especially here in Tucson, is that there was some hooligan stuff going on, and it was like super encouraged. And I cringed so hard, and it's like the wheelies involved, riding on the sidewalk. It was just, ugh. Yeah, I mean, Derek, I don't recall last time I kept with a regular program as I have with DanDanTheFireman. What's up, Megan Crum? How you doing? Thank you, Derek. I really appreciate it. I love your mustache, man. You're looking good. Your mustache looks good. Jay Bushing, good morning. How you doing, man? How you doing? John Swinton, great DDFM live, and I'm about to go head out and ride home. Hey, you know what? John, go ahead and have a great time. It's gonna come back up. You're gonna have access to this video after the fact. I don't make them unlisted. Fid Keo, dude, thank you so much, man. Thank you for asking. How's my dog? My dog's doing great. She's actually gonna get her hair trimmed today, so I'm super excited about that. John McPherson, welcome to the crew. It's a veteran crew member. Did you transfer? Did you transfer from a different crew? Because, man, how are you already a veteran? That is awesome. You got a thing. Maybe it's just the mustache. It's so good looking. It's so thick and bushy, dude. Thank you so much for being a veteran. Go ahead and grab yourself a taco, man. You get many tacos. Shoot, we got like 5,000 tacos back there. I don't know how, but we did. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Fusion Girl, how you doing? Can't wait to get a motorcycle. Unfortunately, that would happen until after college. That's fine. Take this time to get some training. Take this time to focus on situational awareness, because here's the thing. The situational awareness you can develop now. The fundamental physical skills you could develop that once you take a class or you actually get the bike. Black Virtual, welcome rookie. How you doing, man? Take a seat. You get to sit up front. We're gonna learn, but just remember, as a rookie, you're gonna be cleaning the bathrooms. That's fine. We all had to do that. Not a big deal. Matt, go ahead and fix a little bit. There we go. Fix a little. There we go. Now I look perfect. Matt, thank you. Matt, you've been on top of it today. I love the garage. I have no idea whose that bike is. I need you to find out who that bike is. Mellie B, Sorry, I'm late for class. $2 for the swear jar. That is right. I do have a swear jar right here. Woo! Milan Latona. Latonia. Is it Latonia or Latona? Or is it... I want to know. I want to make sure I do it right because we got a brand new rookie here. Thank you, Milan. Appreciate it. Good to have you. Go ahead and take a seat, have a taco, whatever it is you need to do. Woo! Hit that like button, guys. Remember to hit that like button. And also, if you're wondering where to get this shirt, they are up right now. Amazon delivers these. So if you have Amazon Prime, you're going to get it a lot quicker than most people. But it's some good t-shirts. I absolutely love it. Woo! Milan. If you guys have any questions, thank you, Kapik. I appreciate it. If you have ZK7, how you doing? If you guys have any questions about motorcycle anything, let me know. I am really working in with that smart rider system. So the situational awareness we're really going to be focusing on today. The S is the seek out and recognize hazardous situations. The M is maintaining fundamental skills, which we do out in the parking lot quite a bit. Acquiring personal protective gear. I am working on possibly... You know, I can't tell you guys too much, but I mean, I'm working on something really interesting and I really want to, but I do share a lot of these ideas with the crew on our monthly newsletters that we do. So June is coming up pretty soon. I already did the May one. What is it? The rescuing other riders. I just talked about that. I want to make sure, I want to get a dummy. I want to maybe, put Nikki in a position where, she's on the ground, she has the helmet. I'm going to show you guys how to take the helmet off, something like that. And then obviously teaching and mentoring other riders. We're working really hard on some programs and we're working really hard on some things. But whose bike is that in the garage? So it's getting me. It's getting me. Daniel Pereira. Hopefully I said that right. Pereira. I don't know why I'm rolling the R, man. But I love your first name. Welcome to the crew. And Christian Esquivel, welcome to the crew. Good to have you guys here. We are already on a huge start. The goal is always 20 plus new members because here's the thing, 20 plus new members a day because we're trying to develop the community. How do I feel about those HUD helmets, James G? I did a video on that. I think they are a step in the right direction, but I believe right now the technology is a little too distracting for what we can do. Do I operate in intermediate class? I do have some MSF stuff. I do teach beginners. I have the BRC1, BRC2 certification. I do not have an advanced certification, so I'm going to be working on that. But since everything's kind of screwed up, the advanced one you have to be in person and do a class with an advanced instructor. So I haven't been able to do that. What is the best bike you started learning on? What's the best bike to start learning? Whatever one that you can afford. Get a beater bike. Just get a bike that moves a little bit. If it has a shifter, whether it's 2 gears or 6 or 20, it doesn't matter because you're going to need to know how to shift. Something that you have no problem dropping, something you can actually fit on. That's the biggest thing there. Finally upgraded Mr. Dan. I now own a 1989 Yamaha Virago XV250 Route 66 model. It works okay with my disabled old butt. Well, I'm glad you're riding, man. I'm glad you're riding. I'm fat. How can I ride better or exercise stretching should I do? So, anything that is going to restrict your movement, like being a little overweight is going to cause some problems. But the main thing is just remember, if you're sitting on the bike, you're the passenger. So make sure you're really focusing on the handlebars because that's the biggest thing. How big you are just means, you're going to need maybe a more powerful bike or whatnot, or you're going to go a little bit slower. It could also affect the gross weight that you have on the bike, so you can't handle or you can't put a ton more stuff on there. Maybe you have to look into better suspensions if you're going to want to have a passenger, or even yourself. There's a bunch of different things that you're going to have to look into. That's not something that I've really focused on, though. Pazuzu, it might be mine. Here's for being early with the 2. And then Felicimo with 3 biker waves with the 20. You guys are insane. What do I think about Tech Air 5 airbag system by Alpine Star? I really want one. I think the price point is a little bit too high for most consumers, but at the end of the day, early adopters are going to have a really nice airbag vest, and that is huge. All right, we got 100 people signed in. You guys ready to go into Moto Stars? Okay, rookie. Somebody find out whose bike that is. But you guys ready? Let's do it. Let's get into it. I'm gonna answer this question real quick. From Daniel, a new crew member, man. Without the roll in the R's, well, no R's. Okay, I love the R's, man. I love them. What's your opinion on Europe's licensing scheme in comparison to the U.S.? I'm about to get my license, and it's a minimum of 12 one-hour lessons on the road. I fully believe. I honestly, guys, I honestly think in order to be where you should be at in terms of motorcycle safety, there has to be at minimum 12 hours. At minimum. Like at minimum that UK licensing program. When I went through the fire academy, it was 40 hours a week for 14 weeks. And we were learning very high risk, high stress, multiple skills, like small skills added into a big picture, which is a lot like motorcycling. I mean, you got one tiny skill. You got the clutch lever, right? So you're pulling that in. That's how you learn how to do the clutch lever. You pull it in. Now, as a firefighter, before we even mess with hose or put water through hose, guess what? We learned how to roll the hose. We learned what the coupling was. We learned, the 50 to 100 feet, or like, why is it important to have this? What's the diameter? We started learning all these little things before we even put water in the hose. And we did that for 40 hours a week for 14 weeks with all these other disciplines involved. So, I mean, you got the clutch. Okay, let's spend about an hour on the clutch. I know you're not going to like it, but you're going to damn well learn it, and you're going to know really well what that clutch, like what it feels like. Okay, now let's add in the little shifter part. Okay, let's spend an hour on that. Shifting clutch. You're going to be bored as all hell, but guess what? You're going to know how to do it. Well, now let's go ahead and turn on the bike, and let's go ahead and see what happens when you start to release that clutch a little bit. Well, you're going to damn well know it's going to cause some type of movement in the bike, whether you're going to stall and like jerk a little bit, or you're going to be nice and smooth. Perfect. Now you got that. We spent 3 hours on that. Now let's go ahead and spend another hour going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's 4 hours. You see what I mean, where I'm getting at when it comes to those things? Now, I know 12 hours is pretty good, and I know this is kind of going off topic there. I truly believe the United States should have what Europe has, a tiered system. But this is where I'm getting at, and this is the only place you can really get that, is that when it's at your convenience. So the 40 hours, I say 40 hours. Let's do 40 hours for a license or for the smart rider system. Spend 40 hours, whether it's over a month or 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, whatever it is, and you're going to be a lot better off than somebody that just went to the DMV and got their motorcycle license. That's as simple as that. And I think the UK, or not the UK, but maybe the UK system with the Mod 1, Mod 2, and all those things, the theory tests, and then the tier system all through Europe, I think those are great gradual steps because it allows you to get a certain level and master that level, get to the next level, master that level, get to the next level, master that level. In the United States, it's like, okay, you pass a class or you just go to the DMV, boom, you're done. Where's the mastery of all the other fundamental skills? That's where I'm at when it comes to that kind of stuff. But I don't know, I'm getting ahead of it. I'm getting excited. Let's get into this. Thank you for the great question. Berserker, thank you. All right. I've done that.
It seemed that the driver was ready to fight.
Well, okay. Gotta be careful.
Your gas tank wasn't closed. Oh, okay. So yeah, I closed it for you.
I don't think he was ready to fight, man. I don't think he was ready to fight. What do you guys think? Do you guys think he was ready to fight? I mean, I think there was some curiosity involved when it came to, why did you touch my gas tank? Because at the end of the day, maybe he put something in the gas tank. I'd be curious. I'd be like, whoa, wait. What are you doing? That's how I would have acted. I would even say that at the same time. What I was saying is I've actually closed somebody's gas tank. The cap. Somebody's gas cap was hanging out. I actually rode up. It was at a stoplight, and I just got off the bike real quick, and I just put it back in, and then closed it and walked away. And the reason why I did that was, I did it because it was on video. I'm gonna be honest. I did it a long time ago, back when I was still in Yuma. So this had to be 4 or 5 years ago. I still did it, and I was like, oh, this is great content. And that's why I did it, but then I never really thought about maybe the guy that's in there or the person that's in there didn't want anybody touching or gets like overly scared. A motorcyclist hopping off a bike, walking towards the car, click, 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 to click it in. Like, what happened? as a car driver, I'd be concerned that somebody put something in my gas tank. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, just kind of leave it as is. I got lucky. This person got lucky. You know, those types of things. Well, how you doing, Tony? How you doing? How you doing, man? 82 Tony, how you doing? ZX10R Deb, how you doing? How you doing? Oh, 1 second. Rookies, can you go ahead and get that little pad for my feet? Because I'm standing up for 2+ hours, yeah? No? The hell where's everybody? Oh, yeah. I told the rookies to figure out whose bike that was in the garage. Yeah, he had boxing gloves on. Yeah, those gloves. Here's the thing. Through this one, I just wanted to talk about it real quick.
It seemed that the driver
Oh,
was ready to
Splanky.
fight.
He wasn't ready to fight Splanky. That's crazy, dude.
Your gas tank wasn't closed. Yeah, I closed it for you.
I think we know, right? We kind of know what's going on with that. All right, so this is the situation. You know, double yellow, there's a reason why it's a double yellow. There's a reason why, you know, because they don't want anybody passing. So this is more like a blind turn or an area where it's unsafe to really switch lanes and whatnot. So that's what I see when I see double yellows. I don't see double yellows when it comes to people just want to restrict you to your lane. There's a reason for it. And just real quick, I don't know if I said it, man. Test Pilot ERB, thank you for becoming a rookie member. I can't believe I missed that. Test Pilot ERB. Yeah. Okay. Now this is a guy that is doing U-turns, or I think he did a U-turn. He was coming this way, did a U-turn here, and he's just now coming back. Now, I don't know, maybe, what is he doing, honestly? I'm trying to figure that out. Let's figure it out. All right, let's figure it out. Test Pilot, I'm sorry, man. I'm trying to figure out. I caught you before you said it. I want to make sure I got you, man. All right, let me look at the area first. Okay, so there's mailbox. It's an driveway. Man, I don't know how he got there. I don't know how he got there. But here's the thing. At the end of the day, does it really matter? Reese, I'm sorry, Reese. No. It's all good, Reese. Guys, I have to shout out the crew members that join. I have to. That's part of it. That's part of you joining. Also part of you joining is picking up the DDFM crew member policy handbook and be a smart rider. You know, start reading a little bit. Grab yourself a t-shirt, you know, a uniform shirt, you know, when you're in the state. Yeah, all these different things, guys. Just double checking. You know, I'm sorry, Reese. I'm sorry. ERB. It's all good. So right here, we don't know why he's like that, but take a look. You know, what's the weird situation in all of this? What's the problem that we're having here, right? What's going on? What we see is we see something really weird when it comes to the car, right? So we have a car that looks like it's supposed to be traveling in our path, but he's in the wrong lane. So that's the uncommon thing in a common situation. So whenever you see something like this, you need to go into that orange stage. Now, if you've been watching this channel any length of time, orange stage is basically when you perceive something that's going on that's not good, right? Yeah, so I believe he was checking the mail and pulled out. You know, so he's probably used to it. Exactly. So the driver might be white zone. So the complacency, right? The driver probably thought to himself, you know, I've done this 25 times this month. You know, I do it every single day. It's the 25th, whatever. I've done it every time. I do it all the time. Never had an issue until right now. And that's called complacency. And that right there prevents you from being prepared, because you start to think to yourself, I don't need to do certain things. I don't need to do this. I don't need to do that because I've done it 100 times. And that happens a lot with motorcycles. So thank you, Bobo. I keep calling you Bobo. Is it Bobo or Bob? Bobo man, the cruising. Let me know. I want to say it right. The thing is, complacency can hit us as motorcyclists. We travel to work, travel to back from working or commuting, and we're like, nothing's ever happened. I don't need to pay attention, right? This road is, I know this road like the back of my hand. You ever hear that? Well, I know a lot of roads like the back of my hand, but I also don't know if there's other drivers on that hand. Right? Is that how it goes? I don't know how it goes. Don't get complacent. Always still be searching. And if you're so used to it, that means you don't have to look at where you have to go. You don't have to, like, you don't need GPS. You don't need to know which turn to take. You could literally utilize that whole persona, or that whole muscle mind connection with the back of the hand, and that way you can leave it there. But now you can free up brain power to scan for hazards. And that's the whole point of getting really good at motorcycling, is that you're gonna get super good at handling the bike, and now your body handles the bike, and now you can use your brain and eyes to focus on the horizon, focus on hazards. So it's kind of good to be complacent in some areas. I take that back. It's not good to be complacent in some areas. It's good to be proficient in some areas, but understand you're proficient. Don't understand that you're, well, it's never happened to me, I never have to train. That's not the thing. And I have to shout these guys out. M. Ellen and Tariq Aziz, welcome to the crew, guys. Ooh, we're doing good today. Let's get going. Nine new members. Love you all. You guys are insane. All right, nighttime. Got to watch out for low visibility. So any cars might pull out of there. Okay, back out of orange, back to yellow. Back into orange, I see lights.
Went completely mad when the biker simply overtook him.
Well, what, is there a reason that you had to do that? Was there a reason to overtake at this point? No, there wasn't. There wasn't. This is a non-issue. I'm just gonna let it play. I don't even care. Of course, M. Ellen. How you doing? SA, how you doing, man? Oh, shite. You done screwed up, dude. Ah, swear jar. Swear jar.
You're an idiot! You dumb You... What were you thinking?
Leave, dude. He has a functioning vehicle. Get out of there. He's gonna mess you up.
Dumb... Holy... What were you thinking? You stupid... You kill yourself, bro! That's why you... Jeep, you dumb up...
Oh, shite.
Thinking, man! It's turn! You can't be going 80 miles an hour, man!
Felissimo, you don't have to, dude. Felissimo, you don't have to. You don't have to. I love the support, man. I really do. For every 5 members, Felissimo says he'll do a $5 donation. Oh! I hope you're doing better, dude. It's been a couple weeks. You know what I mean? I hope you're in that good stage. I really do. But you don't have to do that. You're crazy, dude. Felissimo, you're crazy. Absolutely crazy. So this was interesting. So when it first started, my concern was low visibility and then like some of these vehicles popping out. I haven't seen this. So passing the vehicle, okay, I mean, but why? You know what I mean? I always ask myself that. I always ask that of other people. You know, it's like it's a green light, but why? You know, why did you go? But why did you go? You know what I mean? It's like, but why? What did you gain out of it? What was the gain? Don't do stuff just for the hell of it. Do stuff for a reason. What's the gain? This was an open road. There's one other person out on the road. It's at nighttime. Who knows? Think about the day. Orient yourself to the day. Is it Friday night at 2 a.m.? Is it Saturday night at 3 a.m.? You know, why are you out? Maybe you had to do something. You had to get out. You had to get out, and you had to, you know, be a part. You know, maybe you had a fight with your wife or girlfriend or significant other, or somebody just beat you in Call of Duty Warzone, and you were in second place the whole time, and then they just killed you because they had a heartbeat sensor and just sat in a bush. It could have been that. It could have been that. Who knows? But if you orient yourself at let's just say it's at 3 a.m. on a Saturday night, this guy could be drunk. Let's say this is 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. on a Tuesday. This guy might not be drunk, but why is the road so open? So there's a bunch of things that you could do and understand.
When the biker simply overtook him.
Looks like the road's slightly wet. Probably not, though. Okay, that's erratic behavior. And more than likely, that guy is suffering from some type of Dunning-Kruger effect. Either it's alcohol or just being a dum-dum. Could have been that. So, that's perfectly fine. Probably lost that Madden, yeah. So, right here. So just remember, you see the sign? Can you see the road? Can you see the road? Do you know what the road's gonna do? There's no lights, really. There's one light. Can you see what the road is gonna do? So if you're hauling ass, let's just remove the aspect of that Jeep driver. Let's say you're hauling ass and you're like, I'm gonna do this, you know, the back of my hand crap. But things look different at night. Take this sign as I bring up, guys, I bring up video games as a way to be a little bit more relatable, because I mean, I play video games all the time. I've been playing video games since I was a little fireman, and I have a lot of fun. And I equate a lot of what I do to games, you know, like the gaming, leveling up, you know, practicing in the practice mode to get better in the real mode, online mode, single player, whatever it is you want to play. And then utilize UI, so like, you know, how much ammo you have left, you know, like what's the score, you know, type of stuff. I do that with signs. I mean, you could literally just play a racing game or a game where you have to follow traffic, but I utilize the signs. And that right there, if I can't see, that sign is a lifesaver. One's if you're going 60 right here. One's if you're going 60 and you can't see anything, but all you did was see that sign. Is that going to give you a heads up of what's going on? Right? Utilize what you guys know. I know a lot of you guys, my audience is 95% males from the age of 18 to 34. That's me. I'm about to age out. But, guys, we play video games all the time. All the time. And utilize what we know. And it seems like the Jeep driver didn't do that. This guy did. So there's going to be a left-handed turn because of the sign, right? That right there. That's when you need to know your situational awareness. One of the biggest things that I like to do when it comes to night riding and understanding my 360-degree cone is realize that it's dark out. If you see lights in your side mirrors, that means there's somebody behind you. It's as simple as that. If it's dark out and you see lights in your mirrors and they're getting brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter, they're getting closer to you. At this point, let them go. There's been one close call. There's been two close calls. And now we're going to instigate a third, possibly a fourth, possibly. I mean, how many close calls do you guys want to have? Right? How many close calls do you want to have? Are you good with 5, 6, 7? When's the cutoff? When's your cutoff? When are you gonna realize the next close call could easily be a crash? You know what I mean? Scott McClellan, what about us old timers? Not very many of us. When it comes to the video game stuff, think about I don't know. You guys are screwed. Just keep watching what we do here. I'll find something. So, there you go. Is wet. So too fast into the corner, much like a cart or a motorcycle driver. Keeping my learning during these times, keep it up with a 10 from M. Ellen. Thank you so much, guys. Oh, we see thank you. Yeah, I get blown away by your guys' support. I really do. That's where all the squirrel moments happen. Thank you. This is easily a motorcyclist. Easily. We see this all the time. Curves, right? Curve management, curve judgment. Whether it's nighttime, whether you have 2 wheels or 4 wheels, whether there's rain on the or water on the road, whether there's oil, there's paint strips. Look at all the different factors involved. The ego is a huge portion of this. This is a car driver. Motorcycle riders do this all the time. So is it motorcyclists or car drivers? Who's the typical one that do this? It's a human thing. It's a human thing. Ego's driving this, not the person. Ego is the same for you. It's the same for me. I have an ego. You have an ego. Practice, training, understanding, setting aside ego, having a beginner's mind will push that down. I have my ego in check most of the time. Not all the time, most of the time. But when it starts to slip out, I remind myself, because I've seen a lot of this stuff and I've constantly told myself not to let it get out of whack, that I bring it back down. There's a lot of people out there that just let the ego kind of run until something bad happens and they're like, oh man, that was crazy. Let's go ahead and take it easy for a while. And within a couple days, they're back at it. That's the biggest problem here. So too fast into the corner. He's going to go super wide like motorcycle riders. He's probably slamming the brakes. So the only difference between this right here and a motorcycle rider is that we'll slam that front brake and then dump the bike in a low side, maybe high side, depending on, what grips. And then that's going to be the problem. But for this car driver, guess what? He just goes wide, hits the wall, and he's able to park it and then get out of the Jeep and then call it a day. Motorcycle riders don't have that luxury. So car drivers, they can act like idiots and then crash into walls. Motorcycle riders like you and I, no, we can't do that. We can't do that. We're gonna die or get severely injured. So we'll watch that. Look at that. Look how close that was. We're gonna watch it, let it play through, and go on to the next one. I know you've talked in the past about Maxer's trial on a podcast with Adobo Moto, but check out the new Maxer's Gold video and maybe you'll reconsider keeping the video up. Much love, though. Love your vids. So LMAO, just real quick, when it comes to the max risk thing, I don't care. I really don't fucking care. But thank you for the donation. I really don't care. Damn, that's crazy to witness. That is crazy to witness.
You're an idiot! You dumb You... What were you thinking? What? You dumb...
Oh,
Holy...
sorry.
What were you thinking? You stupid...
Sorry.
You kill yourself,
Swear jar.
bro. That's why you... Jeep, you dumb up... What you thinking, man?
Test Pilot, that was a fun collab. I love hanging out with Yami. Yami's fun, man. Yami is fun. Oh man, we can already tell speed is a factor in this one. The F word. Sorry. Guys, I typically don't cuss. A little bit more. Sorry. So real quick. Where's the speed limit? 35. 78. 78 miles an hour. Woo! in a 35. That's double speed limit, baby. Oh! John Atkinson doing really well. Hey, I'll answer that question just because, I mean, it was a donation, you know, whatever, you know, fair point. But max risk gold and max risk are different people. If you look at the trial, it was clearly, you know, I get that, guys. Come, we're gonna answer this. Come on, come to my office. What the heck? What is that? Here's the thing. Thank you for the donation, man. Here's the thing. When it comes to the max risk thing, let's go ahead and put that up. When it comes to the max risk thing, they're two totally different people. One of them went to prison for sodomy and a few other things. Yeah, I'll say it. And this is the last time I'm going to talk about it, just so you can get my side of it. I had a conversation with another YouTuber talking about the information that was presented at the time, and that's what we talked about. It's as simple as that. You don't move from, like, what, E7, E8, E9 to E1. You don't go to prison for 3 years for no reason. I've been through 2 divorces. I've been through one really bad divorce with the same type of allegations. They're all thrown out because there was evidence. You know, there's evidence that I didn't do those things. I've dealt with a crazy ex. I've dealt with crazy exes. You don't just go and get demoted and go to freaking prison. Was he court-martialed? Yeah. You don't just do that and then there was no evidence against you. So that's as far as I'm going to take it. He can do what he wants to do. He has his group. I have my own community. And that's it. It's as simple as that. I commented on it. He commented on it. We're over. Done. Let's get back to class. All right. That's it. But thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I say look into it a little bit more. You know, there is a thing called the Patriot Act and then Freedom of Information. So you might want to look into it. I didn't have to. Let's focus on what we're supposed to be doing here. So we got high speed within a rural area. That is more than likely construction coming up. So since we're going such a high speed, one of the biggest comments from the study that I've recently been reading, I've been spending a lot of time reading this study, basically analyzing accidents, driver perception, all these different things. That's what I'm focused on. So what I saw during the driver perception portion is that drivers think that motorcyclists are just speed demons, that they haul ass everywhere, that they're extremely risky. Their risk management is terrible. And they just have like this negative view on motorcyclists. And a lot like this is what causes that. So a lot of people can't judge our speed, not just because we are going the speed limit and we're such a small profile, which plays a huge role into it, but a lot of times we're speeding. A lot of the times we are speeding. Now, is this car right here? Did I miss a shout out? Splanky Jazz. Did I? Okay. Well, AM, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. I've been from my perspective and from everybody I talked to, it seemed that's what it was. You know, there's 3 sides to a story. There's the other person's side, there's my side, and there's the truth. And we don't know what the truth is. It's as simple as that. Well, thank you for you don't have to donate. You really don't have to. But yeah, there's that. You know, there's that. I don't like commenting on stuff that has nothing to do with the class involved, but I appreciate working on that. Missed the shout out for Splanky Jazz. Thank you, Pazuzu. Appreciate it. Yeah. But right here, like this guy shouldn't have been right here. This guy definitely shouldn't have been right here. And then what's going on here? So maybe this person was going to make a full-on turn, but then saw the motorcycle rider hauling ass and just had to get out of the way. Who knows? Who knows? Roundabouts, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the car to the right. There it is. Very good. Very good. She made a mistake. Mellie B, good observ. That's awesome. Test pilot, best way to set up suspension. Moto Jitsu had a good video on that. Dave Moss, Google Dave Moss is also another good resource. I don't focus 100% on that. I focus more on the rider than the bike. There's a lot of other YouTubers that focus on the bike more than the rider. So that is definitely something that I don't have enough expertise in to be able to explain. I usually follow my own service manual and follow what the service manual says to do. For my bike, I wouldn't know for another person's bike, honestly. So real quick, Mellie B, learned about the resolution, power of the human eye in astronomy. The human eye will think your motorcycle is a car far away. Easily. So I look at that because that vehicle did not slow down at all, the one to the right. So whenever you see something like that, you should definitely be already in orange stage because we're going to the intersection. But that right there should definitely put you on high alert and get ready to do something. And that's what this guy did. Saw it, saw something in the peripheral that came out. And why did it come out? Because it was in motion. Motion is what gets people's attention. Doing this next to somebody's, like, in the peripheral, like, just do it. If you could slowly do it, you can kind of see it if you do, like, small movements. But if you're just constantly doing this in the peripheral, you could definitely see it. And that is the biggest thing when it comes to being out on the road. Using your peripheral is great, because you only have certain, visual acuity in this little small cone. But if you use your peripheral and you see movement, go ahead and look real quick and do what you had to do in this situation. That's really important. So this right here, that is a look of, oops, I did not mean to do that. That's all that is. Now, that is the typical driver's mentality of, oops, I did not see you. And part of that study that I've been reading and really diving in, it's a lot of information, a ton of information. The main thing here is the familiarity. Okay, there's a familiarity for car drivers to see other cars. There's not a familiarity check of car drivers seeing motorcyclists. So what that means is it's inattentional blindness. The brain is not looking for that. The brain doesn't recognize it and shuts that information out, and it focuses on what the brain thinks is important. And that is going to be other cars and the lines on the road and the curbs and all those different things. So the brain literally just dismisses the motorcyclist. So it's not the human, it's not the person, it's not the mentality of, let's say this is Susan. Let's say it's not Susan causing the problem, it's Susan's brain. And then if this was Bob, if this was, I'm going to use your guys' name, Howard, Kung Fu Kenny, Askar, Alex Man, Ian Afloat, Howard So, CPG, or CP Gixer, if this was your brain, that's literally what's going to happen. It's going to happen. That's why we need to train ourselves to search out and seek other things. And I think that's the biggest problem with car drivers. They're just not there yet. They're not there seeking out, searching for it. And that's where dual drivers that come into play during the study is that dual drivers are motorcycle riders that are car drivers that have been doing each for 7+ years. They can recognize everything. It's a lot like when you are looking for a vehicle, like you're about to buy a new car, buy a new bike, whatever. All of a sudden you start seeing it out on the road. Like when I was looking to buy a van, I started seeing vans all on the road. And that's that familiarity complex because I was searching on internet and I was like burning it in my brain. This is the van I want. This is the thing I want. And then I started seeing vans out on the road. And then I stopped doing that. And now I don't see as many vans on the road. Doesn't mean it's changed. So that right there is a huge aspect of car drivers not being able to see motorcyclists. And that's a huge aspect for motorcyclists not being able to see certain hazards because they haven't burned it into their brain. Like if you don't look for potholes, you don't know what a pothole looks like, you're going to hit one. Your brain's not going to recognize it. It's not going to see it in time. Does that make sense? A car turning left in front of you might not have seen it because you're looking at your hands because you're not familiar with your bike yet. Or maybe you did see it, but you didn't know what to do about it. That right there is where it comes into play. Megan, that's awesome. Alex, dude, I don't know, man. I want to ride his Busa. I just want to have a good time, hang out with the people involved.
These bikers encountered two guys who acted aggressively for the heck of it.
Just leave. Just leave. Non-issue. Move on. What's up, Veronica? How you doing? From Sweden. Just leave him. Just leave. Just leave. Non-issue. Tabby, welcome to the stream. Botadam. Dude, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Whoa! Jerk. Just because you can pass doesn't mean you should.
This driver completely doesn't care about bikers, leading to an accident almost twice.
Probably didn't see you. Let's figure out why. Why do you think that driver didn't see these motorcyclists? Where's Matt? I'm having to push these buttons. Is he outside flying the drone? How come I gotta push the buttons? So why do you think the truck driver didn't see him?
Leading to an accident almost twice.
Do you think he didn't care? Probably. You know, do you think the truck driver just didn't see them based because of what we just talked about, inattentional blindness? Possibly. But here's the thing, what we can do. What can we do? So right here, right here we see a frame. Okay, we just see this. I don't know why I said familiarity complex. What I meant was the familiarity check. Don't worry, guys. I'll come up with a better way of saying it in the future. Okay, because I want to make it relatable for you guys. But look, what can we do? So take a look at this. Remember what I said about movement? Movement plays a huge role. Take a look. You're going to see something moving between these vehicles. Once you see that, orange stage, orange stage. If you see any big movement on the side of the road, that should put you in orange stage. So take a look. I'm going to hit play. You see the movement? There it is. So it's going to do it in slow-mo. Look for the movement. Look for the movement between vehicles. And then this guy's just being a jerk. Look. So let me play it back. I'll do it in slow-mo for that.
Doesn't care about bikers.
Whoa. No, that's volume. There we go. I'm going to play it in slow-mo. Take a look at the movement. Guys, remember, the movement is going to grab your attention. If it grabs your attention, it's what is that? And you're like, what is that? What is that? You should be in orange stage if you're asking, what is that? The moment you find out what it is and determine what they're going to do, then you can go back into yellow stage. But if you don't know why a big thing that's moving, think of it as like a gazelle seeing some movement in the bush. You know, what is that? Well, I'm going to get away from the bush. I'm going to kind of get prepped and ready to get the heck out of there. What's that in the bush? Why do I see movement? It's the same colors. It's a frickin' line. You take off. Right here, you see some movement between vehicles. What is that? What is that? That's a big ass vehicle. Oh, okay. Well, what's going to happen here? What's going to happen here? And that's when you get prepped and ready for that. So take a look. I'm gonna hit play. It's gonna be half speed. What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? And now you kind of know. So that's gonna give you a couple, like maybe 1 second. But that's 1 second you didn't have to prep and get ready for in a red stage movement. Does that make sense? I don't want you to utilize every single skill you ever had in a split second. I want you to have as much time as possible. So what is that? What is that? What is that? Let's go back a little bit. So look at the movement. So right now there's no movement. This is typical when you're riding. And all of a sudden right here. What is that? What is that? What is that? Definitely no now. Now this motorcyclist is kind of in a bad spot. So if you're this motorcyclist, one with the camera, you have a lot of space cushion. Dan, I love the Dans, man. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. Oh, got ourselves a new member. Yeah. Damn it, Oh, so you got a good following distance here, so you're able to react really well, but you're not this guy. So if this guy right here doesn't have that much time to react, so this is where that fundamental motorcycle skill comes in. He's in red stage. He's got to swerve. He's got to brake. He's got to swerve. He's got to do it the right way. You know what I mean? So if you have a good space cushion here, you can see events unfolding. If you're right here, you don't have the opportunity to see events unfolding. You have to make an actionable item, which is going to be a swerve or a brake. It's as simple as that. So I prefer to be this guy in the back and watching things. But if I'm ever this guy up front, I better damn well know what to do. Sorry. Can I do a swear jar? I can. I'll have to do it for tomorrow. Non-issue. Non-issue. Hey, LMAO. Well, thanks, man. Thanks for all the donations. Hopefully I didn't come off as a jerk. I really hope I didn't. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's just, you know, I learned that the more I think about other people's problems in terms of like drama, the less I can focus on your guys' problems when it comes to riding safely. So guys, if there's ever any drama on the internet, just realize the reason why my name is being thrown into a lot of people's mouths is because we're doing a damn good job. Just take a quick look. Just take a quick look. You know, the community that we're building versus the community that other people are building. You want to know why people don't like what we do here? We're doing something different. We're doing something nobody's done. That's where I'm at. I can't keep sitting back and watching and I know I'm getting on a soapbox here, but we're doing something way better in terms of what I like. Does that make sense? Know what I'm saying? So watch out. Traffic behind a semi up front. Guess what? I want to switch lanes. But thank you.
One of the bikers barely managed to brake in front of crashed vehicle.
The music, man. Oh, good job, guys. Wow. That was a good job. Tabby, thank you, man. 125cc sounds fun. This was a good job right here. So this is New York. You know, they're going the speed limit. I'm assuming the speed limit's, so let's say 70. Let's say it's 65. 5 over, 6 over. It's way better than going 90, right?
Vehicle.
So around the turn, you can't see anything, right? Blind turn, guys. So just because you're not out in the twisties on the mountains, you also have a blind turn because of the embankment, right? That one says fired. I might do a different one, test pilot. That one says fired. That's when Matt does a terrible job, which he's actually doing a pretty good job. You know, maybe it's because he's out of my hair right now. I don't know. I kind of miss him now. Blind turn right here. Be careful. So this person did a good job braking. This person found an escape path. So 1 braking, 1 escape path. Felicimo, I forgot about that, dude. Felicimo with the 5. He said he will donate $5 to the stream for every 5 members we get. You don't have to do that, man, but that is awesome. But remember, you got multiple options. If you can brake in time, do it. If you have to swerve, do it. Just realize with a passenger, your braking distance is going to be a little bit further. You know, your total stopping distance. Same thing with here. But this is that uncommon thing in a common situation. You know, you're riding around. Yeah, you're riding around like no big. You can't see anything. You know, why is this person applying the brakes? You know, what and everything. But You can't tell. And all of a sudden now right here, you're like, what the heck? The side of a vehicle on an interstate? What? And then that's when you you swerve and you go into red stage. You can go into brown stage and crash right into them. Raymond, that's awesome, man. Thanks, ALMIO, with the $13.99. I appreciate it. I understand, man. I've had my suspicions from my experience, and the new video confirmed it, and just wanted to tell you because I watched you forever and saw the old vid. I love what your channel does. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, man. And that's another thing, guys. If you like watching Max Risk and you like watching me, it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. You watch both. Watch both. I just got a different community, that's all. All right, what's going on? What's going on here? Blind spot, blind spot, blind spot, blind spot, blind spot, blind spot. What did I say? You're in the blind spot again.
In this case, the biker had no chance to react.
Oh, what'd he hit? Well, let's go back. Let's go back. So the reason why I was calling out blind spot, one sec, YouTube is acting stupid today. I think they made some updates. I was just saying hi, Raymond. Just saying hi. So we got a vehicle. There you go. So now we're in the blind spot. Definitely in the blind spot. You see this vehicle right here? You're catching up to this vehicle. Okay, if you're catching up to this vehicle, so is the person that is pacing you to your right in the blind spot is also catching up to that vehicle. Why would they ever want to go into our lane or even to the far left lane? It's moving. It's as simple as that. So we're in the blind spot and they make a choice. They might have looked, but you're in the blind spot. And once again, they might have looked and they might have seen you, like their eyeballs might have picked up a human being on a two-wheeled vehicle, but their brain might have said, don't worry about it. It happens. It happens. You and I have all been there. You guys, you're out riding, and all of a sudden, somebody just kind of turns in front of you. And you're thinking to yourself, what a dum-dum. But now that you understand it, it's a brain issue. It's a familiarity issue. That it's not Susan's fault. It's not Bobo's and SA Racing's fault that did that. It's their brain said no. Don't worry about it. Their brain's an idiot. That's what I'm starting to find out, especially with all the mental health stuff. Our brains are dumb. As smart as they are, our brains are stupid. And that's where training comes in. Stumpf, welcome back, buddy. Ooh. Yeah. Welcome back, man. So the reason why I say welcome back is because I see that glorious beard. So if you ever have to leave the crew and come back, perfectly fine. Guess what? Your beard, your mustache, all those things will be saved. And when you come back, if you want to come back, guess what? You get it back. All right. 82 already. 82. Yeah. Stumpf, everybody else. Hey, Stumpf, you haven't been here for a while. Come check out the crew lounge, man. Come check out the crew lounge, Stumpf. Okay, have yourself a taco. It's Taco Tuesday, Stumpf. Come on, rookies, come in here. Have yourself a taco. We are the best damn online motorcycle community in the world. That's what we're developing here. We're developing a new community that's focused on safety, focused on teaching and mentoring other riders in the safest way possible. Grab yourself a taco grab yourself, there's some burritos right over there. Play some video games. Have a good time. If you want to watch the class, you know, you don't have to, but we have some training videos up on the screen right there. That's me doing U-turns and everything. But join the best damn online motorcycle community in the world. Let's get back in. Actually, you know what? I just want to find out. I just want to find out. Matt, whose bike is this? That's my bike. This is the garage that we work on our bikes. I haven't even opened it up. I haven't even opened it up to everybody. What bike is this? Can somebody in the chat write what bike this is? It's a Honda. Looks like a CBR. It's red. Can somebody find out whose bike this is? There's no license plate on it. Come on. That's weird, man. Trying to maintain my own bike, trying to do my own things, and there's a bike sitting right there. Can somebody get Matt? Where is he? Whew. CB300F? Is that what that is? I don't know. I don't know anything about bikes. Probably shouldn't have said that. I care about the human. I care about the human riding the bike. The bike is a perfect machine. The bike is designed, researched and designed to be the best at what it's supposed to be. The human is typically at fault for a lot of these crashes, so that's what I focus on. A CBR 300R? Is that a 300R? What is that? I don't know. I have to find out what Matt... Okay. All right, 82.
In this case, the biker had no chance to react.
Oh, no. Please tell me that was a deer, not a dog. I thought it was a pothole. Okay, it was a deer. Whew. I have no idea what you're talking about, Tiger. What's going on? Okay, that happens. Why? I mean, it's obvious. Why would that car want to switch lanes? All right, move on. Careful with lane filtering in situations like this. Matt, that's fine. Yeah, let's keep going. Non-issue. Non-issue. William, I gotta shout that out, man. I do pay attention to the chat. William Irwin just passed the MSF BRC1 on Sunday. We'll have my endorsement next week. Congrats, man. I want to see some biker waves in the chat, because guess what? He became a new biker. You know, it depends on who you want to be. Now that you joined the two-wheel movement, now that you joined part of this, figure out what it is you want to do. Join a group, join a club, join whatever. Join our community. Discord is absolutely free. Click the link in the chat. Join the Discord. We have 4,500 people. Let me double check. 4,437. So we're almost there. That's insane. Oh, man. So wheelies, residential neighborhood. Damn, that was like 12.
I got scraped again. I gotta get used to it. Oh, shit, he got it up. Yeah, you wanna hit this road again?
Bellissima, you might have left the bike. That might be yours? Okay. He's not liking it, man. It's like, dude. whatever. What the hell is that all about? All right, careful. Watch out for the road. Look at the road. Non-issue. Non-issue. Am I missing something? Why are these roads so tiny? Am I missing something here? Like, how are two vehicles supposed to get around this? You know, like one vehicle in this way, one vehicle going that way. Please let me know if you're... Let me go ahead and see if I can get... So the license plate is definitely not American. I'm just trying to figure that out. Like, why is the road like that? You know?
Beautiful roads. It was a 1 mile straight. But
Watch out, watch out.
You've got to
Okay.
hang on for dear life.
Line of sight.
Look what happens when I try to put my foot down and I put my foot into an unlevel surface. So I'll let this play out for you. Nice. Oh, too far. Oh, fuck.
Oh, no.
So important to note here, I dropped the bike, my mic disconnected. One person did walk out the shop to give me a hand, but the adrenaline was still going from the race, so I just ripped the bike up with one hand. I thought that was quite impressive, but let's let the rest play out.
Okay.
We're good.
It's the Shire. So how do we prevent that? That is more of a handlebars not straight while applying the brakes. That's a lot like that. So handlebars,
Oh, too far.
slam the brakes,
Oh, fuck.
right there. Trying to walk backwards and apply the brakes with the handlebars turned. Happens all the time to new riders. Happens all the time to those of us that have been riding for a while, but we're just not thinking because we're exhausted. He even said he was exhausted from the ride. They're driving on the wrong side of the road. Okay. Whoa. What kind of body position is that?
The biker in front of us wasn't ready for this turn.
Nope. How did he touch his hand? That music, man. It's like they did the... Why? Why did you do that? Like the moment he hits something, the mistake, you did this. Why? Now we can't tell. Now we can't really tell. I guess I can kind of tell. Look at his body position. Do you see that? So before the turn, remember you're supposed to set up for the turn. You're not supposed to make a massive move and jostle the whole system. Right in the middle of a turn. And that's what happens here. So this tells me that somebody's trying to emulate something that they might have seen on YouTube, right? You know? So this is why you go out and take a class. You just don't emulate these things, guys. You just don't. There's a reason why I do parking lot only. There's a reason why I do parking lot only. Because if you emulate me in a parking lot and you kind of screw up, it's slow speed. I'm not going to show you, like, to get your ass off or knee down or any of that stuff. Because how do I know you're doing it the right way? I was taught how to get my knee down from Total Control ARC 2. Not from a YouTube video. And I still choose not to do it. So right here, look at, watch. Shoots his ass off, right? He's still turning. He already started turning. Look at it. He's already going to start turning and then shoots his ass off. There it is. That should have been... I mean, that he's crossed up, so already kind of not good. The upper body needs to be turning, not the but that's the thing. You know, I'm not going to explain how and why to do this. What I'm going to show you guys is that that does play into the level of ability that this person might have. And then right here, it's like, let's just
The bike in
edit.
front of us wasn't ready for this turn.
So he touched something. More than likely hit his knee or his peg or his foot. You see how low he's gotten? Markley, you can't? What's happening, Markley? Right here. Why did the bike spin out? This is like so much different than a low side, right? Watch. Because he was the traction. He was giving an extra point of traction to the motorcycle, and it really screwed him up. This is why the knee sliders, they are made out of like the specific plastic. You know, I don't know exactly the type of polymer it has, but it's meant for to be able to get ripped off by the asphalt. So other plastics, they'll grab. You know, rubber will grab. It's a tire. So watch it one more time. Moving on.
The bike in front of us wasn't ready for this turn.
Really screwed him up. Yeah, the feelers on the pegs are huge. If you're scraping peg on a sport bike, you're leaning really far. Oh, okay. Interstate, typical situation. Watch out, blind spot right here. This guy's still probably gonna turn left, and yeah, there it is. Right? Did you guys see that too? Did you guys see that too? We'll just let it play. We'll just let it play. You start to pick up these patterns, right? You start to pick up these patterns. When you first started riding, somebody cutting you off would be like, man, F you, F you, F you. I didn't say it yet, so I don't have to do the swear jar. He's like, F you, F you. But then when you start to understand, and you've been riding for a while, and you got this sixth sense of vision and brain power working together, you're like, oh, not an issue. I see that all the time. Not a big deal. I know how to handle it. I want that mentality of not a big deal. I know how to handle it. I want that to be for the new rider. You know what I mean? I want it to be for the new rider. I want the new rider to be able to be like, not a big deal, because I learned from watching. I learned from a mentor. Does that make sense? Oh. See you later. We see this all the time. I want new riders to see this. Real quick, Dole Dan, you expose riders to experiences they haven't had by asking them to process the situations you present. In driver's ed, it's called guided observation, critical to learn outside the standard lesson. I never really knew there was a term for it. Thank you for the 10, by the way, but I never knew there was a term for it. And that's another thing. Come with me to my office. Yeah, have you guys seen my full office? Have you seen the full office? Look at it. You guys can sit down. Go ahead and sit down. I got some pulled pork. Got a nice pulled pork sandwich. Welcome to my office, but we're going to have a quick chat. We're going to have a quick chat. I really like Dole Dan. I really like that. I really like that. One of the things that when I did the research in this book and I talked about car drivers not seeing motorcyclists, why unintentional blindness, the familiarity, checking motion-induced blindness. I'm trying to figure out why and how, and I'm getting a lot of this information. And guys, let's say 90% of 90% of roadway users are car drivers. We are like 3 to 6%, maybe. So how else can I protect motorcyclists' lives? How else can I do that? Maybe I should reach out to car drivers. What do you guys think? Reach out to car drivers. Driver's ed. That kind of brought up something in my head, Dole Dan. I love this thought. I love the thought creative process that you and I and everybody here in the crew come up with. That's the only way you can do that is with discussion. And why don't I take some driver's ed classes? Why don't I become a driver's ed instructor? Why don't I start to teach new drivers to look out for motorcyclists? Why don't I just not necessarily get away from motorcycling, but why don't I just throw out a video once a month for that's targeted at car drivers and delivers a good message to keep motorcycle riders safe? Does that make sense? All right, let's get back to class. I just had a thought, and when I have my little thoughts, I like to do it in my office. I love doing it in my office. All right, let's get back to class. Whew. Sorry, it's a long way. Whew.
The lack of attention on the road could have ended pretty bad for these bikers.
Moto Anna, that's a great idea. You see what I mean there? It's not just car drivers. But another thing, John McPherson, do you think that the fact that these are uploaded videos that we are already expecting an encounter and therefore are more aware than we may be in real life? So since we kind of understand that there might be an encounter, but we don't know what kind, and we're out riding in real life, we expect there to be some form of an encounter. We just don't know when or how or what's happening. So being in that situational high alert orange stage when it's needed will help you out. All these videos, we kind of already know that they should be going into orange stage and utilizing either red or brown stage. When we're out riding in real life, we should be in yellow stage, but then still looking out for these common situations. What we're starting to see, or what we know, is intersections and curves. So when you're out riding and you see an intersection coming up, go into orange stage. When we're out riding and we have a curve coming up, go into orange stage. We're out riding and we see we're in a blind spot, go into orange stage, because we tend to see these things in this video. We just don't live it the whole time. You know, you might encounter one of these types of situations on one ride. Does that make sense? Let's watch that again.
The lack of attention on the road could have ended pretty bad for these bikers.
Oof. Oof. That was close. Ineffectively take a shot. What a jerk. Just move on. You can kind of see that there's car drivers, drivers in general are very impatient. Very impatient. Car drivers and anybody on the road, they tend to not want to slow down. They tend to not want to give their time to somebody. And that's what we see here. That's what we see here. We have a vehicle that's stopped right here, and instead of this person taking the time to kind of slow down, wait for that to move, or to move when it's safe, they just take it. They just take it. So since we kind of understand that, and we know that people are jerks and they'll just take a path that it doesn't involve them slowing down or stopping, if we ever see somebody way ahead that stopped in somebody's path of travel, just assume that this car is going to come out in front of you. Just assume that this car is going to take your path of travel. This car stopped. This car and this human doesn't want to stop. They're going to go for the open spot. That open spot is where you're going. Therefore, path of travel violation. Cause and effect. Root cause analysis, guys. How'd it go, Tool Car?
The biker didn't keep the right distance, and because of that he bounced off two vehicles and then overturned.
Oh no. Shoulder. Oh no. Formation. Ride in formation. Ride in formation.
biker didn't keep the right distance, and because of that he bounced off two vehicles and then overturned.
Real quick, I know some of you guys are gonna be like, well, what's the formation? So right here, we're on msf-usa.org. Okay, simple. Just type in the MSF, Motorcycle Safety Foundation. This is the website. Okay, so you get to learn all the different classes that you could possibly take. But then the one thing that I really like about them is that if you go up to the library and then you scroll down, I mean, like, all this is free. So this is the Beginner Rider Course Handbook. So this one you get in your BRC 1. This is the exact same book. So if you kind of go down, you get all this stuff for free, all this stuff for free, all this stuff for free. Motion-induced blindness, optical illusions, all those different things. You can get it in, you can get Espanol. You can get it in Korean. Okay, you can just keep going down. This is all free resources. Free resources. But let's go ahead and click this, the Basic Rider Course Handbook. So this is absolutely free. And I'm just going to do this real quick. Group riding. So that's the search function. So let's go ahead and find where the next one is. Group riding, group riding, group riding. It's going to talk about group riding. These are all the different hand signals. So if you have the book, let's, I don't know how to rotate it to the right or left. So this right here is what it is. Let's see. Group riding formation. This is what it looks like. This is why, okay? We just saw that video. This is why you ride in formation. You ride staggered. 1 second in front of the person right behind, and then 1 second to the one caddy corner, 2 seconds to the one right behind. The reason for that is that if this motorcycle rider, the yellow motorcycle rider, had to swerve out of the way for an object, he can swerve to the right, he can swerve to the left, and never hit anybody. That is why you do that. Same thing for any of this stuff. If this person slams the brakes and they weren't paying attention, you've got at least 2 seconds in between, and you can make a judgment call. That's why you ride staggered. And this explains... Oh, Dean, welcome to the crew. Oh, good to have you. Good to have you. But right here, this book, it's absolutely free. Absolutely free. It's going to give you everything you need to know. Strategies for common riding situations. msf.usa or -usa.org. It's free. It's free. Why not take it? It's free. You're going to read it anyways if you take a BRC 1 class. So if you're actually looking for a BRC 1 class, take that book. Dean, welcome, man. Oh! Why? Why do you think? So, yeah, so with that information, take a look at this. No, one more, Felicimo. Don't worry about the 5, though. We're at 14 new members. We're at 14 new members, guys. Let's see if we can hit 20. We got 30 more minutes left in class. Let's see if we can get 6 more new members. Felicimo, stop. You're freaking insane, dude.
And because of that, he bounced off 2 vehicles and then overturned.
Formation, baby. Yeah, it's the same book, Rob. It's cool, though. It's cool that they give that out for free. All right. So that vehicle's in that lane. Just real quick. I know what's going to happen. I want to see what this lane means. Stop here on red, so it's a green light. All right. It's 2 lanes. The left lane is for oncoming traffic. Okay, it's 2 lanes. The internet's not working. YouTube is acting really stupid today. It really is. This week it's been acting really stupid. Really stupid. Right here. If you see that, if you know the road rules, if you know that that left lane right here is meant for oncoming traffic and you see a car going to that lane, get ready for some stupid stuff. That's as simple as that. Get ready for some stupid stuff. Yeah, they're on the wrong side. So knowing that this person's being dumb, and when I say dumb, I mean they made a mistake. I'm pretty sure I've done this before. I've done this before. And it was an accident. I didn't cut anybody off. I got out of there as safely as possible. I've accidentally done this before. Also done this on a one-way. Everyone makes mistakes. If you see this and it's a green light, this person wants to get out of there. This person wants to get out of there. They're either going to turn left or they're going to get in front of you. Either way, you don't know. It's a 50-50 chance. More than likely, this guy's going to get in front of us because it's the quickest and easiest way of doing it. It's not going to be a path of travel violation for the other cars that they are focused on. They're not focused on motorcycle riders. This car is going to go into our lane. That's how I'm going to judge it. They might not. They might. But that's how I'm going to judge it. This car is going to go into my lane. How am I going to prepare for that? At this point, I would have slowed down. Let him in. That's it. Slow down, let him in. The reason why I would have done that is I see this. And I know that they're not supposed to do that. As a motorcycle rider that's paying attention to situational aware, I know that that car is not supposed to do that. So I'm going to kind of hang back and watch. It's kind of like watching a drunk driver, just kind of seeing what they're going to do. I don't want to be in front of them. I'll watch them, though. And I'll give myself a good space cushion just in case something bad happened. Yeah, it's bad cone placement. Yeah, so the road crew, you know, who knows?
Normally it sits at about like 160. Whoa!
Watch out for deer.
Oh!
Woo-wee!
Holy dude.
So if he hit that deer, are those hands protected? I actually did a poll. I'm gonna go ahead and bring it up. I did a poll over the weekend. I kind of wanted to get your guys' input on it, and you guys all voted. There's a lot of voting. Go ahead and bring it up. So I asked, what is the first piece of motorcycle safety gear you bought? 89% of you said helmet. That is huge. Helmet, gloves, jacket. Isn't that kind of what we start seeing in these motorcycle videos? Is that, why doesn't everybody have gear, but they always have helmets? Well, the first thing that people buy is a helmet. And also, for those of you that are wondering how there was comments on yesterday's video early, YouTube members get videos early. It says members only. 3 days ago. Yesterday was the video that came out. So if you want to be a member, you get these videos early. But yeah, I asked this question right here. 5.5 thousand votes. 89% of you guys said you got a helmet. But his hands would be tore up from the flow up. Is that how you guys say it nowadays? What's in the crew lounge?
One of the drivers was completely drunk, was stopped by cops after a long and dangerous drive thanks to this biker.
See, watch from afar. Watch from afar. Don't interact. Yeah, there's a lot of people that get everything, or a lot. It's just that some people just get the helmet and call it a day. Oh, there's no, oops, officer, I made a mistake when you do that. You know what I mean? Essay. Whew. Those are some big words, man. Those are some big words. Oh, shite. Damn it. Ah! Yeah, get back. Let the cops do their thing. Sorry.
Roundabout.
Are we gonna hit 600 viewers?
I try to be 1 inch behind the car for my own safety, just in case he would cut the roundabout.
Wait, that was interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and go back. That was interesting. He's doing real-time analysis. Real-time analysis. That was really cool.
Roundabout. I try to be 1 inch behind the car for my own safety, just in case he would cut the roundabout.
Oh, maybe it's not real-time, but still. No, get out of the way, dude. Just get out of the... Okay, maybe not.
Look at that.
Oh, it's beautiful there. Oh, no!
Lazy Marius didn't realize he lost his camera before like 15 minutes later.
Oh, it's the camera. Oh, I thought he crashed. I thought he crashed. I was about to say, that's why you don't flip people off, but you can lose your camera. So this is a beautiful area. Guys, remember, patterns, 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 patterns. Look for the pattern, guys. Look for the pattern. The side of the vehicle is a pattern of an intersection. Side of the vehicle, especially if they're moving towards where you're going, there's a good chance it's a path to travel violation coming up. Be very aware. Be very careful. Go into orange stage. Cover those brakes. Cover that clutch. Get ready for a swerve. Get ready for a brake. Get ready for something. Find escape paths. Figure out what you have to do. If you can't escape path to the right because you have guardrails and stuff, maybe slow down and let the person in, or wait until you know for sure that they're going to stay stopped and then you go. Guys, be careful, 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 especially in an area like this. There's not a lot of escape paths. You might have an escape path to the left in the oncoming traffic, but guys, this to me, orange stage.
Take a look at that.
Side of the car. Look at that. Side of the car. 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 And then his head fell off. His head fell off.
Lazy Marius didn't realize he lost his camera before like 15 minutes later.
Whoa, I'm getting bigger. Look at that. Ah, what?
Yo.
What was that all about? What? 1 second. Young taco shell. Dude, that is insane. That is an insane jump. And the park rangers kicked us out, and then all of a sudden his bike's on fire. And then this.
Yo.
What the heck?
Dude.
Oh yeah, baby. Is that a booster line? Black Jeep. No, that's a full 1.5 inches, 1 3/4.
You wanna go home? Same. So, my friend Jake just got hit because this stupid lady wasn't paying attention. Dude.
Okay. So right here, just to give you guys a quick little, like, you know, the fire stuff. This is called a transverse lay. So it's going to be from side to side. It's typically a triple load. From what this looks like it's at least 200 feet. So they might have 2 or 3 of these loads up there. It's called triple load. There's a bunch of different names, a bunch of different ways of doing it. But there's also called a booster line, which is just an inch line. It's basically like a really good garden hose. And for something like that, you could probably use for that. I would have used the bumper line. There's typically a hose on the front of the engine that's about, 100 feet. That's what I use there. But full gear, you still got to do full gear. It might look like you're doing way too much for this, but when you get called, you don't know what you're going into. It could have been multiple vehicles, but still full gear, PPE, personal protective equipment, even for firefighters, guys. This is probably a captain right here. This is the fire engineer or lieutenant, depends on the organization and what they classify you as. So this guy's running the pump that's going to feed this with water, and they're using tank water. They're not hooked up to a hydrant, so they can't keep feeding it. So they probably have about 250 to 750 gallons, depending on the size of the tank. And this is the firefighter. This looks like a 3-man crew. So the firefighter jumps out, grabs the hose, puts it out. The engineer helps throw the hose on the ground. The engineer probably put this down like this because there's a little bit left. And the firefighter ran straight this way with the hose to stretch it out, and then came back and then went around. So that's kind of where that is. I just want to give you guys a little heads up. Firefighter full gear, SCBA, captains watching from afar, making sure everything's okay, directing, because if you're in the action, you can't be situationally aware to everything, and that's what the captain's doing. The firefighter's in the action, doing what he needs to do, task-oriented, and then the captain is incident command-oriented. There's all these different things, different personalities, different professions, different everything that I try to bring from firefighting to motorcycling, and that's what we're here with the DDFM crew, guys. If you'd like to join, $2 a month, click that link in the chat, become a crew member today.
You better go home? Same. So, my friend Jake just got hit.
Matt Worthy,
Because this stupid lady
glad to have you here, brother. Ascar, yeah. Dan the Fireman. Used to be a fireman.
Bloody doing?
Quit that to do this full time and keep safety, pushed out, especially for motorcyclists. Humans. Whether you're on a bike, in a car, on a scooter, running around on your hands, it doesn't matter. Humans will try to take your spot. Doesn't matter. Look, doesn't even stop, doesn't care. Looks at you, sees you, does not care. So it could be behavioral or it could be the brain. Car. Non-issue. Doesn't matter if they want to switch lanes. Like, they're supposed to go to the first available lane. Doesn't matter. Christopher, good question. Christopher Kinlan, I think I said that right. Do firefighters have and use comms? Yes. We have radios. Some departments don't have a radio for every firefighter. It's usually with the captain. But some bigger organizations have a radio for every person, every firefighter, every personnel. Dylan Briggs, welcome to the crew. Oh, good to have you. Usually a comm system. But you have to know how to use it. And then you go into Lunar, how to self-rescue, how to give in, basically, I'm trying to find ways to make it relatable. It's a lot of practice, a lot of training. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, is that we learned how to roll hose for like a week straight before we actually did anything. When it came to comms, we had to learn how to utilize comms, what settings, how to talk on the comms. You talk at somebody and say who you are. So like, Captain, this is firefighter Dan the Fireman. And then they say, go ahead, firefighter Dan the Fireman, this is Captain. So you learn how to talk. You learn how to talk. And within a fire, same thing. Without a fire, on the rig, same thing. All those different things. It's pretty cool. Felicimo, keeping up with the promise with the 5 banger, man. Thank you so much. So he said every 5 members, he's going to do a $5 donation. We're at 15 new members right now. I'm surprised he paid attention to that. I don't want you to do it, Felicimo, but thank you anyways, man. You are a maniac. Oh! Dylan, you get a free membership with YouTube Premium? I didn't know that. If you guys have YouTube Premium, find out. If you have YouTube Premium, see if you get a free membership. I didn't know that. Did not know that.
In this clip, the bike was stopped by a man who turns out to be really strange after further conversation.
What? I don't care about Mr. Angry Man. Don't care. When you see stuff like this, just leave and come back another day. If we hit 600 people watching, I'll go for another 30 minutes. I'll go till 12:30. How about that? It might have been Matt. It might have been a promotional thing. I don't know. Yeah, I think it might be for new. That's a horn. That is a horn. Yeah, that's true, Paul. Why is there always like a Karen in the dirt bike videos? It's because those bikes are loud, and that's what gets people. You know what I mean? Red Wing Warrior, I have no idea what you're talking about, man. Good braking. No need for the horn. No need for the horn. John Conway, thanks, man. This music, man. Mr. Special Snowflake. That's what he's called. John, welcome to the crew. This was a non-issue, right? You see this, you see the pattern, you see the side of the vehicle, and then you start to see them starting to come out, right? If you see it ahead of time, it's a non-issue. I know. 82 Tony.
Surprise.
Yeah, it's gonna be 12:30 p.m. if we get 600. If we get 600 people watching, if we get 600 people watching, we'll go till 12:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Sorry, it's a little bit late for you. Locky M, nice. Welcome, welcome. Right here, look at side of the vehicle. Movement, 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 side of the vehicle. Move, move, move. Boom, boom. So why would this car want to go that far out? Why would the car want to go that far out? Well, probably like right here. I think that's as far as the car would have wanted to go. Why do you think the car wanted to get that far out? Chimone. Why? Why do you think? I'm curious. I'm curious to your guys' answers. So while I'm giving you guys a quick little quiz, I'm just going to say it. Here's the answer. It's open book. They're opening up the view. They're opening up the view. They can't see past all these people. They can't see past that bus sign. Is that bus sign in a good spot then? Probably not. I'd complain. I'd complain. Like, hey, you're causing cars to peek out and almost hit us because of this bus. Move it down a little bit. You know what I mean? Blind, line of sight, good. Can't see around that pole. Horrible bus stop. You guys got it, man. I'm done. I'm done. Do I have to do any more?
Surprise.
Huh? Do I have to do any more? Done. I'm done.
Thanks for watching till the end. I hope you've enjoyed it. See you soon in the next video.
Okay, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Oh, look, we got another one primed and ready to go. Come join me in the lounge. It's Taco Tuesday, guys. Taco Tuesday. The point of it, you know, point of the lounge is just a place for all the crew members to hang out. Guys, if you want to join the crew, click that link that's in the chat. But what we're doing here is we're developing the best damn online motorcycle community in the world. The Discord is part of that. The Discord is absolutely free. 4,000 plus members in it. Whew. Grab yourself a taco. I want one. I want one. Look how big my hand is compared to that. Grab yourself a taco. Grab yourself, you know, play some video games. Watch some training videos up top. Scoot that booty. You know, all those different things. Figure out how to do all that. You know, just to have some fun. Drink a Kill Cliff. All the links are in the description if there's anything that you need. Okay? good to have you guys here. We're going to do a little bit more if we hit, we're at 570, 580 people watching. If we hit 600, we're going to stream for another 40 minutes. Right now, typically what we do is 2-hour streams, but you know, 600, that's a big number. I've never had that before. So share this. Share this. Let's get to the garage. Let's see what's happening there. Has anybody found out whose bike this is? Can we get it out? I don't want it. I don't ride sport bikes. I ride that baby. I ride that baby way over there. That badass Indian. Oh, looks good. Where is Matt? He hasn't been here the whole time. Felicimo is pushing all the buttons for me. Thank you, Felicimo. But whose bike is that? Let's find out. Come on. What's going on? Whose bike is that? Whose bike is that? Whew. Diablo sauce made with Carolina Reapers. Yeah, I do have it in my office. Come on. Come on in. Go ahead and take a seat over there if you want to have some of the Carolina Reaper stuff. Got it over there. I don't eat it, so it's just for you. But guys, let's go ahead. Let's have a quick little discussion. We're about to start again. We got 10 more minutes. I'm going to go ahead and jump back into it. In fact, let's see if we can hit 600, but I'll still do it till 12:30. How about that? I'll still do it till 12:30. How about that? Let's keep going. We got 15 new members today. Let's see if we can get 5 more. Ooh. Look at this. Look at these people. John, I bought my first motorcycle. Any tips to get more comfortable on starting to ride it? Let's go into the classroom. Let's go into the classroom so everybody else can see it. So I bought my first motorcycle. Any tips getting more comfortable on starting to ride it? Take it nice and easy, man. Okay, the biggest thing is learning that friction zone. So I'm serious. Like if you're right in front of your house, sit on that bike, play with that friction zone, get used to that friction zone, see where it starts to catch, see where it starts to take off, because that's that movement. Like however much is that hand is going to be the huge foundation to your shifting. It's going to be a foundation to your slow speed maneuvering. That right there is the biggest step. And guys, if you want to know how to kind of get started into that, DDFMcrew.com. Do you guys know I have a website that has free training on it? DDFMcrew.com. Let's get into it. DDFMcrew.com. So motorcycle training. We got some founding members here. You can go to the shop if you want. Parking lot drills. The best one you could possibly do is the friction zone. Start off with the friction zone. And there's a reason why I have it set up this way. So parking lot drills. So friction zone, slow straight line, slalom, turn from a stop, motorcycle warm-up, U-turn, figure 8, swerving, emergency stop. I have it all set up here. Very good to just get going. Start off with the friction zone. You could do that in your driveway. You don't even have to ride. Just figure that out and then go into a slow straight line on how to do it. I show you guys how to do it. DDFMcrew.com is the place you want to go. What are my thoughts on competing at the Isle of Man TT? I don't want to do it. I don't have the balls for that. No, I don't. I do not. Do not. Ellis. Ellis. Training is for the P word. Dude, why are you in the class? Ellis. Why are you in the class? Why are you in here? Did you already sign in? No? Then why are you even saying that, dude? Get out. Get out of the class. Get out. Just go. Just go. Get out of here. Nobody needs that. Nobody needs that. Get out of here. All right, let's get back to class. His channel is called Filmed in Mexico. I think we already know where this is going. Hey, Racer Rob. Hey, Dan, love your videos, but I think Max Risk called you out on spreading rumors about him. You used them to try to build your channel. I don't need Max Wrist. Should have stayed quiet. Nah, man. You can go ahead and leave the class too. ICT One Wheel Bros, welcome. Falcon Black with the 3. Let's keep it real, Dan. ABS is a must. Agree? Yes. I honestly think ABS needs to be a standard equipment. Just like seatbelts and ABS in cars are pretty much standard equipment. I don't give a shit about max. Sorry. I really don't. We're here for class. None of this stuff. It's pretty sad when you have almost 800,000 subscribers and yeah, I'm not even gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop. It's stupid. What did Streamlabs delete, man? Sorry about that. Yeah, goober, huh?
This ride could have ended badly for the biker.
Swerving around, man. On paint, not a good idea. Not a good idea on paint. Cops don't like it either. And then if you mess up, so if you're gonna be practicing your straight line weave out on the road, don't do it that way. Please don't do it that way. Sorry guys, I have to put more money in the jar. Don't do your straight line weave this way, guys. Please don't. Yeah, Manny, practice. Try not to utilize. Try not to utilize ABS. It's the last I'm going to talk about max wrist. I'm not doing anymore. I got better shit to do. Ooh, going a little wide like that Jeep. So going a little wide on this turn. It could have been speed, it could have been tires, it could have been anything. But this is what going too wide in the turn is, and it's a huge reality of that. ICT One Wheel Bros, dude, no problem, man. Got the glorious beard.
Fortunately, the situation didn't strike panic in the heart of the bike.
Brake lights, brake lights, brake lights, brake lights, brake lights, brake lights, brake. Oh, we've seen this one.
Oh, boy.
How old is this? I did a review on this like January.
Holy.
Yeah, the jar is getting a workout today. I'm gonna put a jar. Hey, there's a jar. There we go. I got a jar. I got a jar right here. Just subscribed.
The biker
Nice.
was completely surprised by the driver's behavior and decided to talk firmly with them.
I'm gonna let this play while I'm figuring this jar out. So now every donation, every super chat, subscribe. This is so fun.
Sir, please be careful, alright? Please.
I'm good. I don't want to be careful.
Just please, because you almost hit me, or I don't know what you were doing, but just please be careful, alright? I don't want to die. I don't want to lose a leg or anything.
There we go. We got a jar now. I wasn't paying attention. What happened?
Hello everyone, Mad Mo out here. Just to make it clear for this video, myself and my girlfriend were in Phoenix Park. We're just chilling near the grass. We were taking a few.
So A-Dub's the God. Hey, Dan, I'm 22, Philly, new to riding, looking to get a Ninja 400. Your channel has helped a ton. Been watching 2 weeks. Any tips? Take your time. It's a lot like collecting firewood out in the campsite. When you feel like you have enough, do 3 more bundles. So if you're out practicing and you feel like you've done enough, you're ready for the road, do it 2 to 3 times more. Don't rush it. You have the rest of your life to do stuff, man. Don't rush it. All it takes is one screw up and you break an ankle. Let's say it's something small like that. You break an ankle, you're out for 8 weeks at least. And those are 8 weeks you could have been riding if you just took it nice and easy.
Pictures, and as we got onto the bike, this lady just was cycling towards us. As soon as she seen my bike, she literally jumped off the bike, dropped the bike onto the ground.
Oh my god.
There's the jar. I love it.
It was at the very moment that the confrontation between the two involved began.
Ooh, that was dangerous, man. What did you expect? What did you expect? Troll cop. That's a good. Yep. Whoa. Lady, you're gonna get you and your husband beat up, man. Look where you're at, lady. At the end of the day, look where you're at, lady. You are surrounded by motorcyclists that you're attacking one of them. This, whether you're a male or woman, doesn't matter, guys. You need to pay attention. Orient yourself. Situational awareness. This is where situational awareness really comes in. I mean, this is where it kind of started. It's like, look at where you're at. Should you be acting that way? Observe, orient, decide, act. Observe, look where you're at. You're oriented. You're surrounded by motorcyclists. Decide whether you're going to smack them or not. You know what I mean? It's just really dumb. Now, this motorcyclist shouldn't have done this. And then brake checked. Both really dumb. Both really dumb. Everyone here is a dumb. A-Dub's the God. Of course I would, man. Thank you for the 2. Oh! Thank you for the 2. Look. Thank you. You put a little extra money in the swear jar, man. Thank you. Yoink, yoink. Boom, boom. Now I can use that money for the swear jar. So stupid. I love this. I love this little swear jar. Look at this little thing. Look at this little thing. That's funny. All right, I said we would only keep going if we got 600 people, but you know what? We got dang close, so we'll just go ahead and do it. Next 30 minutes. Parking structures, parking lots, orange stage. Santu, next time you do that, I'm going to go ahead and just ban you. Orange stage. Getting close, Scott. Getting close. Locomotion, how you doing? Yeah, it does. It takes both people to create this problem. Okay, what are we doing here? Are we gonna confront? All right, I don't care to see that. I don't care to see that. Get going. Come on. Annie, send it to me on the Discord if you want me to check it out real quick.
This driver forced the right-of-way and deliberately blocked the passage. One of the bikers decided to react strongly.
The driver... Pause it. Thank you. Bellissimo. Come on. Can't be firing you either. The driver of the car, as if under drugs, he didn't see a sign to give... What other excuses do you want to give?
Я потому что в шлеме, чтоб ты услышал. Заметно, чтобы не... Зато в бункере сидишь, по сторонам не смотришь. Да зови кого теперь. Здесь позови всех, ёп. А что ехать? Давай, выходи здесь, пообщаемся. Один посижу, ёп, давай. Иди сюда, выходи, ёп, что ты один, давай. Что ты, блядь?
Tiger, maybe, when I'm in the mood. Why do that? Why do that? You know? What is he like dragging? Alright. I'm good. I'm good. Chicken Lord, ego. Yeah. Car or motorcycle rider, ego.
Oh my god.
So what are you gonna do? If your friend crashed, how are you gonna help him? You're gonna have to private message me on Discord. Go ahead and ask on Discord how to private message, and they'll help you out.
In which the driver forces the right of way, almost leading to an accident.
Ghost Wretch, never apologize for having time with your significant other, man. Do that above and beyond anything I do here. Go out and hang out with your significant other. It's good stuff. Surge Corf. That's so fun. That's so fun.
Another situation in which the driver forces the right of way, almost leading to an accident.
Welcome to the crew. Oh! Good to have. Oh! What happened? Lost of traction. Lost of traction. Got some gravel. Got a transition from asphalt to gravel to brick. Guys, gotta be careful. Go over it nice and easy, nice and straight as possible. Do not accelerate super hard. Do not brake super hard when you have gravel and stuff like this. See, look at this. Why don't you just get on the road? You know what I mean? Is it because it's a one-way? Is it because it's a one-way and you're not supposed to exit out this way? Is that the reason why? If that's the reason why and you decide to take this path right here, you know, if the reason why you can't go in here and turn right, which is the way you want to go because it's one way, and you decide to go here, well, guess what? That's a consequence for a really poor choice. That's what that is. But if this wasn't a one-way and you're able to turn right and there was gravel on the road, well, how do you handle it? Okay, that's what we're here for. We're not here to just say don't do this and that's it. It's okay, well, how would you do that in a situation that is typical? Well, how do you do that? Go over it as straight up and down as possible, as straight as possible. Do not accelerate hard, do not brake hard, do not decelerate hard. Go over it nice and smooth until you're out of that way, until your nose is really pointing. I'm talking like slowly Christian, just for the swear jar. Thank you. Thank you for the swear jar, man. I try not to. I try not to. But it happens. Go over it nice and slowly. Go over it nice and slowly. And that's going to be the biggest thing. I talk about how to go over it on the crew. On the crew website, ddfmcrew.com. Go to ddfmcrew.com. Road techniques. How to handle gravel.
Middle of this turn, I'm hitting this gravel. So this is another thing that I want people to look at. It's not just the road traffic. Also look at road conditions. So when you're coming up, you're looking left, looking right, look down. Look left, look right, look down. Okay, noted.
Look at that
now
ass.
I'm looking left and looking right. Well, using my peripherals, I can tell the gravel's right here. So instead of just gunning it, because I just want to get going, because I'm on a motorcycle, it's fun, and cutting really fast across, this is what I was telling you, is that you just go straight a little bit, and then go. It's as simple as, that's how you would drive in a car. People in cars, they don't drive, and they're like, left, right, cool, awesome, and then cut across this way. But motorcyclists, we do that. That's what causes a lot of issues, because that's in the middle of the turn. If you have debris right here, let's say this is in the Europe or UK and I'm in this lane now and I have to go this way, I have all this debris. Where do you think the car's normal path of travel is? You see how there's like barely any debris? See how there's like no debris right here? 1 second. Mobile phone connected. Anyways, this is what I was talking about, is that you can tell where cars normally go is because there's less debris. There's debris here. They all cleared it. So I would go through here. So if we were coming up this way, going that way, there's still a lot of debris because this is the corner, right? There's still debris here. So the reason why there's a lot of debris is because of water runoff and it takes all the stuff. So if it rains...
All right. I don't want to spend all day on that. Heavy Harris, thank you for the 2. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah. I'm not going to comment on Max Riss anymore. Oh, man. I'm not going to comment on it anymore. And we're starting to get trolls, so I'm going to go ahead and put you. I'm going to go ahead and kick you out of here. Go ahead and do that. See, there's a difference between my community and the other community. My community doesn't go over there and cause problems.
Although the biker made sure he could change lane, the driver was virtually unnoticeable due to the lack of lights on.
YouTube is acting weird when it comes to the live streams right now, so you guys don't worry too much about it.
Help! 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 I'm trapped! I'm trapped! What?
Alright, man?
What happened?
Are you good? You in a motorcycle accident, y'all.
I know it was an accident. What happened?
Are you good?
Is your knee good? No.
Yo, well,
I need a hospital.
no, not yet.
My wife is. Whew. Where did he come from? Where did he come from?
Man, I'm not sure. I was in the store, yo. No. He had no headlights or nothing because he almost hit me. That's the real truth.
Sir, I got him.
Ay.
Can you end
No, don't touch it. Leave him there.
Is
somebody calling the cops? Yeah. Yeah, right there. It's probably cops.
Oy, oy, oy. Let's go ahead and watch this. This was sent to me. Okay, careful with line of sight. You can still see, so that's good. Okay, good spot. Kind of in the blind spot. I'd give myself a little bit more distance away. Okay, now that we're here, we're kind of stuck, which is going to be okay. Watch out for cars merging. Lane filtering is... okay. Good line of sight now. Just remember, you're in a bad spot. You know, you got a lot of problems when it comes to swerving left or right. Okay, good. Got yourself out of there. All right, so this is the issue right here. Ooh, yeah, you don't even notice that. So this is one of the problems with so this is one of those problems with lane filtering, especially with a bus. You have not a lot of room. Not a lot of room. Yeah, guys, let me know if there's any trolls in the chat, and I'll do a quick swift kick. I actually just had to kick a YouTube member. So guys, that's a big thing. That's a big, you know, I'm going to talk about that real quick. But right here, with a bus, I prefer not to lane filter a bus just because they take up a lot of the room. When it comes to lane filtering, let's show what you did earlier. So when it comes to lane filtering, let's find a better spot. Vans too. You see how much room you kind of have with a van? It's still not a lot. But right here, you have some room. So 2 cars, you pretty much have a lot of room like this. You got cars, you got room. When it comes to vans and semis or anything like that, and they take up a lot of room, you don't have a lot of room for anything. So I just choose not to lane filter on that. Yeah, Hani, I choose not to lane filter on that. And that's kind of where I'd be at with that, especially on the right. Because it doesn't have to be a concrete block. It doesn't have to be a concrete block. It could just be a big piece of tire. It could be a piece of road debris. It could go back to all that stuff. I can't believe I actually had to ban another person called DanDanTheFireman. That's interesting. Very good. Very good. Tool core, yeah. Ah. Let's go back a little bit. Ah. Tight turn from a stop, guys. Balance issues. Ooh, it's a smart. Oh, it's a Husqvarna. I think it's a Vitplin. It's a nice bike too. Aww. It happens. You did what you had to do, Hanny. It's all good. Watch out for that car. You're in his... Okay.
Speeding was
The Vitplin, yeah.
for this accident.
That's right, Falcon. We'll do. Ay. Ow. Ow.
Ça va, merci. Ça va aller pour la moto, tu veux pas un coup de main pour la remonter? Je vais voir. Oh là là. J'ai perdu mon frein.
Ooh, that handlebar.
Ouais, ça va le faire.
Got pushed down.
Ah ouais, t'as de la chance qu'il n'y ait pas de voiture derrière toi. Hein.
Ouais.
frein, il a.
Oh la vache.
Ah, celui qui t'a remu, toi.
Ouais.
T'as remu, toi.
De quoi?
T'as remu, non? Lycée?
Non, Camille.
Camille, ouais.
Oh, the viewers. Oh. Oh, jeez. There's another one. Thank you for commenting.
Camille.
Remu, toi.
Ouais.
T'as remu.
Oh la vache.
Oh là.
Here we go.
Speeding was the main reason for this accident.
Yeah, speed.
Speeding was the main reason.
Look how fast they're
for
going. Look how fast they're going.
this accident.
And then hits the curb, loses it.
Speeding was the main reason for this accident.
Oh. Wear gear, guys. Smart rider. Smart rider. Ooh. I think that's kind of where we're gonna end that one. Yeah, let's get back to the class real quick. Guys, make sure you're wearing full gear. Make sure you're wearing full gear, because stuff like this can easily happen. Thankfully, those gloves stayed, so now he's going to be able to still use his hands. I mean, look at that knee, look at that forearm, look at all that stuff. It's not good. Not good. Make sure you're wearing full gear. So seek out, recognize situations that are hazardous to you, maintain fundamental skills, acquire personal protective equipment. Make sure you rescue other riders if you're going to be a part of the DDFM crew, and teach and mentor other riders. So let's go back. Let's go to my office real quick. So when it comes to motorcycling, don't think too much about it. Don't think too much. Get rid of that. Don't think too much. Okay, it's gonna happen. You're going to get to a point where you're able to function. So as new riders, don't worry about it. The skills involved will get there as long as you're practicing what you need to be practicing. And the best way to get that is through the MSF and take a class, or take any type of motorcycle class, whatever it is, wherever you're at, take a motorcycle class, get there, do it. Practice, practice, practice. Don't worry too much. You overthink. The main thing is you just need to understand the principles behind how to be a good rider, a smart rider. Seek out and recognize potential hazardous situations. You want to maintain fundamental motorcycle riding skills and also maintain, your bike. Acquire and use personal protective equipment for you and your bike. Rescue and injured motorcyclists with medical training. Teach and mentor other riders. That right there, if you could just follow that, whether it's from me or not, okay, maintaining fundamental skills. Well, go watch somebody that teaches that. Seeking out and recognizing hazardous situations. If you found somebody that helps you out with that, there you go. Thank you. Got a nice user timeout. There we go. Start utilizing this information. Go out and find people that are going to help you out. Go out and find people that are going to help you out. Those are the types of people that will get you ready. And you could be a smart rider with me or be a smart rider with somebody else. It doesn't matter. Seek out and recognize situational awareness. Maintain fundamental skills. Get that going. It's very, very important. He's booted. He's booted. And here's the thing. Once we get bigger, guys, here's the community. I see you guys are being super helpful. Super duper helpful. But here's the thing. I already banned him. He's going to come up and he's going to be DanDanTheFireman 3. Doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. Here's the thing. We are getting so big. We are getting so big with what we're doing here, building this community, that we're starting to get trolls. We're starting to get people that don't like what we like that we do. And I'm pretty sure I know where they're coming from. And where they're coming from, it's fine, Tony. And where they're coming from, it's quite obvious we don't align with them, right? So those of you that are DDFM crew members, those of you that want to be a part of something like this, that's what we're here for. But this is kind of what I wanted to talk about. But we're starting to get a little, getting some people that don't like what we do here, and they're going to keep getting kicked because we don't allow that in our community. Is that I actually had to ban a member during the stream. A member with a beard. You know, the same beard that you had, Matt. Same thing, SA. Same thing, Paul McLean. We had a member in here doing the same thing all of a sudden. So I banned him. And then I banned him from the Discord. Guys, I don't care. I don't care if you're a member or not. If you're not going to add to the community in a positive way, you're out. It's as simple as that. I don't care. So just be aware. I want my crew members to be aware. We're in the office right now. I want my crew members to be aware. And I want those of you that want to be a part of this community to be aware. If you are not adding anything positive to this community, if you're not helping others in this community, and you're letting ego drive you, I'll give you a chance if it was an honest mistake. But if not, you're out. So the ALMAO, I think you're still here. I don't know if you're still here or not. Asked a question. Came at me with respect. Still here, man. Still here. But if you're not going to show the respect, not just to me, but to everybody else, you know, we're all trying to learn here. You're out. You're absolutely out. DanDanTheFireman, thank you. I appreciate it, man. He can be a better writer, but I don't care. Look at right there. I want everybody to take a look. DanDanTheFireman 4 cause I can't count. I'm glad you're creating new Gmails just for this. I'm glad you're creating new Gmails just for this, man. I hope you have a great day, but I mean, I'm just going to go ahead and hide you. There it is. Gone. I think somebody told me that once you start getting people that hate on you and start getting detractors, they're called detractors. Once you start getting them, you can either respond, you can either, you know, be a part of that situation, or you can move on. You can be something a little bit better, right? You right? So that's what we should all do here. I don't want any of you guys going to the other channel. I don't want any of you guys wasting your time. Don't waste your time on this stuff, guys. Don't waste your time on this. The one thing I started to really learn is the more time, the more minutes I add to focusing on that, that's less minutes I have becoming better. You know what I mean? We're going to get detractors. We're going to get people that don't like us. We're going to get people that don't like what we do that is different than the typical showboating, ego, crash all the time. Right? So don't let that happen. Class is about to end. Exactly, Rach M. I love that. Responding would be equivalent of smacking a mirror just right on. That's what we're doing here, guys. So let me know if you see anything. I'll take care of it. That's my job. But I want you guys to understand that. I want you guys to point that stuff out on the Discord if you're part of the Discord, guys. Discord is absolutely free. I want you to point it out anywhere. We have the best admin staff, community moderators, chiefs, everywhere that are going to take care of these things. We're building a community. We're going to have people that don't like it because it's different. We're different for a reason, and the reason why we're different is because we're focusing on good stuff, right? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I absolutely learned this the hard way last month, 2 months ago. Spent way too much time and effort on trying to figure things out and why and how people don't like me, certain people. And then at the time, then I learned, you know what? I stopped thinking about the progress that we're doing. I stopped thinking about the progress that I had planning behind the scenes to focus on this bullshit detractor. Sorry about that. That's what I started doing. Let's go ahead and put a swear jar here. There you go. There you go. Don't do that for yourselves, guys. Don't let somebody else tell you that you can't ride a motorcycle. Don't let somebody else. Let's go ahead and put that right there. I like that spot. Thank you, Noah. As a soon-to-be writer, I love your channel, Noah with the 2. Thank you so much, man. Look at it. It's gonna pop in right there. More for the swear jar. Don't let other people tell you can't ride. Don't let other people tell you that you should get a certain bike. Don't let anybody tell you that you shouldn't be doing something. Don't let anybody, because guess what? The people that focus on you the most are the ones that are hating the most. That's one thing I started looking at. We hit over 181,000 subscribers, guys. 181,000 subscribers. We get close to 600 viewers during a live class that speaks about safety. I look around on YouTube, people with 500,000 subscribers, people with 1 million subscribers getting 400, maybe 500 people watching their stream, watching what they're doing. We have 181,000 subscribers, about 600 people watching. That's good. And then on top of that, it's like, it seems like there's more people that want to learn safety versus wanting to watch somebody talk crap for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Does that make sense? Luis Gilberto, swear jar donation, dude. Thank you so much. Robert Courtney with a 2. Big admiration. Thank you. Emily, I think you're the one that said that. I think you're the one that said that. Was that you, Emily? I want to scroll up. I'm sorry, Rach M. Responding would be the equivalent of smacking a mirror just right on. It'd be pretty stupid of me to focus on this and tell you guys to just ride on when somebody comes at you, right? So how about this? After today, no more. After today, it's just putting out little spot fires. After today, I don't need to care about it. If a channel with less than 2,000 subscribers in a podcast causes a problem for somebody with 800,000 subscribers, that tells me I struck a nerve. That tells me they can't handle it. Thin skin. And I'm just reporting on some stuff that I saw on the internet. So that's what we're going to be doing, guys. We're going to be having a good time. I'm going to find out whose bike is in the garage. Somebody was saying it was a CBR 300R with ABS 2019, red, brand new. Maybe. With that said, though, I really want you guys to join the Discord. Once again, we're never going to stop. We're never going to move away from being smart riders. We're never going to move away from keeping motorcycle riders safe and alive as best as possible. We are never, ever, ever, ever going to stop doing that. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and show your comment. Motives with Matt took care of it. Damn, you're quick. We got another one. Let's go ahead and hide user. Oh, Matt already did it. Motives with Matt took care of it. Love you, boy. Woo. Here we go, guys. I'll see you on the Discord. Have a great day. And buddy, if you decide to come in here, you're gonna have to hook your phone up. Have fun changing your phone number. Corbin, as a new rider, I'm trying to learn near my house. Neighbors like to call for noise complaints often. Any suggestions on what to do? Limit your practice session for like 20 minutes, because if they decide to call, by the time anybody shows up, you're gone, and just keep doing it. And if they have issues, I mean, 20 minutes a day. 20 minutes a day. If they have issues, go somewhere Go down the block, you know, go away from that person, you know? ZX10R. What is this? What is that? Oh my gosh. Look at that beard, man. Look at that beard. Bellissimo, you're insane, dude. Get some sleep. Thank you for all the support, man.